Hello, everyone. Nice to be here with you again. It's nice I get to meet you all whenever I'm in a sales cycle. I can kind of meet you more often. I am Namita Purohit. I'm a life coach, and doing this video on June 24th, 9:30 p.m. I made it on time today about the Ease Life Coach certification program. So I run something called as Ease. I have a strong, solid life coaching practice where we do one-on-one clients. We do coaching through courses where people join a year and a half long program and they gradually work on themselves along with their community, and lots of bonus calls, and that's called Ease Self Mastery Academy. We also have something called as the Ease Coach School, and that's where you get certified as an ease coach. And I realized I've been showing up every day, but not many of you may be familiar with what is ease. So ease is something that I set out to do in my own life, and then as I learned so many things from that, I decided to share it with all of you. So ease brings ease to our lives. And what is ease? Ease is emotional awareness, EA. S is spirituality, and E is excellence, personal excellence. So when there's emotional awareness, you know, when your emotions are in place, you have charge of your emotions, you have a lot of self-awareness, connecting everything with spirituality in your life, and you're focused on personal excellence. So that's what we help people do through ease, either through our coaching programs where people sign up to get coaching for themselves depending on their budget. We have different tiers: silver, gold, and platinum. Or people who want to become ease coaches, who have gotten ease in their own lives and who want to now take ease to a lot of other people, bring ease to other people's lives through their life coaching, exec coaching, professional coaching, perfectionism coaching, success coaching, performance anxiety coaching, narcissistic abuse recovery coaching, um, and so many more. Mindset coaching, women in spirituality coaching, women in tech coaching, immigrant women coaching, men coaching, reclaiming your masculine energy coaching, fearlessness coaching. You know, these are all the different niches that the various East coaches have taken up and are working towards it. So yes, so we are here. We are open, and we have our enrollment open till July 2nd. July 3rd is when we welcome in all the new students, and we start their course and their coaching, etc. For those of you who join in before June 26th, 9 p.m., and a few of them have, and I see one of them already commenting there. Roli ji, welcome. Who do join in before that also get a very nice bonus workshop with me, which is all about identifying which niche of coaching do you want to, getting a little itchy here, sorry about that. Which niche of coaching do you want to go to? Which niche, like, what kind of coach do you want to become? I took so many names right now. You want to be a life coach, parenting coach, youth coach, success coach, exec coach, manager coach, CEO coach. What coach do you want to become, and how are you going to how can you use the ease coach certification program to become that coach? And what is your, what are you the best poised to become? Which of these coaches are you best poised to become, and how do you identify that, and how do you go forward? So you get a bonus workshop with me as you do that. For those of you who sign in before June 26th, 9 p.m. I'm not very good with dates. I tend to get confused. I'm just looking at my notes. Yeah, June 26th, Sunday, 9 p.m. So that's what it is all about. I see a few questions over here. Shreya Parik, I'm 22. Can I become an East coach? Yes, we have two students. One is 22, one is 21, and they joined in the April cohort, and they seem to be doing very well. They're very self-aware ladies, and they're doing very well in the program. The only thing is that your coaching will get better as you gain more and more life experience. So those two ladies are very evolved and very self-aware, and that's what's making it very masterful for them. And then as we all grow older, we all learn through the hard knocks of life, and we all have a shared adult experience, and we all keep getting better. And Shreya is asking another question. All these topics are included in the course? Yes. So you use the ease model, and you use the ease tools, so that you can use those tools and become a coach in any of these fields. So a lot of people want to be life coaches, but there are a lot of people who are coaches in these different fields. Let me share that with you. I think I shared that yesterday. Let me share that screen here with you all. Give me one moment, please. Window, Chrome tab. Maybe I'll just share my entire screen. That's easier for me. Okay, here you go. Yeah, yeah. Here, where are we? Excuse me. So when you sign up, this is a page you come to, and just putting in. Okay, we don't have the reviews here yet. Yeah, we have Dipali is a family and relationship coach. Prachi is a, she's a coach to help people overcome perfectionism. That's her niche. Shivani is a coach to help parents of special needs children because they undergo a lot of pressure and challenges and emotional upheavals, and they need a lot of strength. So she is, coaching in that particular field. Nilofer G is a coach for women in business, and Deepti is a coach for women who are single in the age group of 30 to 40, specifically migrant women. And we have a lot more. Can't find that page. Let me see. There's a lot of back end stuff showing up over here. Let me go back to, yeah. So yeah, you could become a coach in any of these fields. And today's topic that we're also talking about is, like once I finish answering Shreya Parikh's question, is we're also talking about how you can actually start your life coaching business from home. You don't need an office. You don't need a computer. I mean, you need a computer. You don't need more. You don't need to like set up, a lot of utilities and a lot of land and building and rents and things like that, and how you can start at home. And even before COVID, I was sharing my story a little bit yesterday also. um, I started my practice many years ago, and I just started from home, and I never ever met anyone in person. Actually, there's barely maybe not even maybe one appointment I had in person with somebody at their insistence, but I always had Zoom calls and Zoom meetings because I just thought everything, traveling and going somewhere and coming there, and it was just a waste of my time. I wanted to be efficient in my work, and I always did online meetings, and I actually found the clients to be more focused in online meetings, and they were not overwhelmed with the traffic and the travel and the getting ready and the showing up somewhere. So I found that they were actually more focused, even in the appointment, because when I would meet them in a place, they would be distracted by their phone, they would be distracted by so many things at the new environment, etc. But when they would be online, I would find them to be very focused. So let's just look at some of, just to answer Shreya's question. So yeah, I just talked about Deepali. Then we have Mira Desai over here. Oh God, I'm trying to make the screen bigger. Yeah, okay. That's me. Okay. So here we have Mira Desai, and she's a spirituality and abundance coach after doing the East Coach program. Ramya is from the UK. So Deepali is from India. Mira Desai is from New York, New Jersey. Sorry. Ramya is from the UK, and she's a relationship coach. Sangeeta Goyal is a software engineer in Kansas City, and she is a narcissistic abuse recovery coach. Nilofer Ji, we already talked about, and she's a women in business coach in Jaipur. Poonam Batra is an occupational therapist in the New York area, but she's now a coach also for spiritual women and relationship abuse recovery. Then we have Ritu Suman Mohanty is a software engineer and exec coach. And then we have Madhulika, who is also a psychotherapist, but that she took this program, and her story is just amazing. I'll tell you her story in a little bit, but now she's a psychotherapist, and she's also a narc abuse recovery coach. And we have Deepti, and we have Shivani, and we have a lot more, but I haven't been able to publish their reviews. Also, students don't send their reviews in time, so it just takes a little bit of longer in getting some of these things going. So let's talk a little bit about our topic today, and let's go with that. I'll stop sharing the screen. So I have a few points I want you all to share, and let's talk about that a little bit. So our topic today is that, can I start a life coaching business at home? And I said, of course you can. And the trick is that now when you're trying to set up an online business, and you're trying to do something from home, etc., what happens is you start looking for online courses that will help you set up your business. And when you go to those courses, okay, we help life coaches come to six figures, and we help you have this amazing life where you're just vacationing and business is just running on its own. Life coaching is just happening. People are just buying your course, and this is happening and that is happening. So let me just blow the bubble, like prick the bubble a little bit here. It's not that easy as they make it out to be, to reach those six figures and all in that 1 month or 3 months of doing something. No, it doesn't work that easily, right? But is it possible? Yes, it is possible, but it's not as fast as they make it seem to be. That's what's attracting a lot of people to this industry. But let me just tell you, be very upfront here with all of you. I like to be straightforward. I like to say things as they are. It doesn't just happen immediately, it doesn't happen overnight. Having said that, is it possible to be a life coach? Of course you can be. Is it possible to start earning money? Yes, you can. Is it possible to recover your fees that you pay for this program in the first year itself, in the first 6 months itself? Of course you can. All that is possible. Is it possible to grow your business? Yes, but is it possible to reach six figures in dollars in 1 year, in 2 years, in 3 years? Not so easy, because there's a lot of preparatory steps that need to be in place for all of that to happen. But does that mean we can do it? Yes, we can do it, right? So now, what is it that you need to start a life coaching business? Do you even need a certificate? You don't need a certificate. You don't need East Coast certification program. You don't need any certificate to start a life coaching business. You could just decide I'm a life coach, and you could launch yourself on. You could set up a Google business page, call yourself a life coach, and start practicing. Start attracting clients and doing all the marketing and things like that. Because life coaching is an unregulated industry. So that's point number one. You don't need any certificate to do that. People still take a certificate because they want to learn a systematic model. They want to have the right tools. They want to know, they want to have a complete system of coaching. How do I do this? How do I do that? How do I what do I say when? And what are the tools that are there to make the client move and things like that, right? So you need a system, and therefore people go through a certification program, but you don't need a certificate to call yourself a life coach. So it's an unregulated industry. Having said that, you can start calling yourself a life coach today and start solving and helping people. Point number two is that you want to be very specific and clear about who you are serving as you're starting your business, right? So who are you trying to serve? Uh, and who are you trying to serve? Like, what is a niche that you're trying to? Shreya, thank you. Sorry, I was just reading your message. Thank you. I read your message here. Thank you so much for your kind words there. So, who are you trying to serve? Because we want to be a little specific there, because people want to see you and they want to know that, yes, she can solve my problem. She knows exactly, she gets me. She knows exactly what I'm feeling, and she can solve my problem. Now, that knowledge of you getting another person being able to solve their problem usually comes from your life. Things that you have learned, things that you have experienced, things that you have seen, things that you're familiar with. Usually it comes from that, but it doesn't mean you can't learn it. You can learn it also, right? So being very specific about what is it that exactly which niche you want to operate in. And therefore we have this fast action bonus ending on June 26, 9 p.m. for all of those who make that registration, join the program before June 26, 9 p.m. Right? Is that whole niche discussion and understanding your niche for yourself. So now, when you do that, when you are very clear about who you serve, that why is that important? One thing is you become a master in that subject gradually over time. The second thing is that's how you market yourself, right? Because if you're, oh, I coach everybody, I coach right from a 5-year-old to a 60-year-old, I solve all their problems and things like that, then people are not, they respect you, but they're not able to connect to what problem are you exactly trying to solve there, right? So that whole feeling that, yeah, I am in this problem, she understands me, doesn't happen. But when you're very specific, what happens is that then all your Facebook posts, your Instagram posts, or your flyers, even if you don't want to be on social media, you can still be a life coach and still be successful, right? But it just helps being on social media and all of that. Then all the flyers you do, all of the workshops you do are all about that topic and things around that particular topic, right? You're solving that one problem, and you start getting better at it also yourself. You get sharper and sharper in your subject, and the more and more people that you reach out to, the more and more things that you do, the more and more people's problems you genuinely are able to solve, help them, coach them out of those things, and help them achieve the outcomes they want. The more reviews you get, even your reviews will then be specific to that particular issue. Now, when more people see those reviews, more people see your messaging, they get more attracted to what you're doing. And then they come to you because they're like, oh yeah, she really understands me. She solved, she's helped so many other people achieve the outcomes I'm looking for. So I'm going to go to her, right? So therefore, when you're setting up your life coaching practice, you can start it from home. You don't need an office. You don't need you need a laptop. You need a camera. You probably don't have a laptop. You can just start with a phone or a tab or whatever. Some device is needed, and you can start there. Now, does that mean you will never need all of those things in the future? No, you might, but when you're starting, you don't need everything, right? I still don't have an office. I don't mean to have an office. I'm just not used to running somewhere in the morning, every morning anymore. Somehow I'm not able to do it. Right? So just happier working out of home. It just gives me a sense of comfort and peace, and I'm able to actually focus better. Now everyone's different. Now that's like step number two about what the whole coaching piece that I'm talking about here is, right? About starting a practice from home and getting specific. Now, it's not that you're going to start just getting one-on-one clients. Yes, from your initial friend circle, from your people, like one of the ladies who became a coach, Sangeeta Goyalji, she just put it on. She just shared her certificate on the Facebook, and then she was in the evening. She was at a party, and like, all her friends had seen that certificate, and they were like, "Wow, you're a certified coach. You've done your assignment, so that means you can help us." And then that's how she started getting clients, just from word of mouth. And did she do any publicity? Did she set up a Google business page? Did she print business cards? Nothing. She just shared her certificate. She just let her community know that she's now a certified coach, and she's very happy about that. And she already started getting inquiries about it, right? So that's how it starts. Also, you want to mix and match a little bit, right? So life coaching, what we want to understand is that life coaching is one-on-one, sitting with one person and coaching them. It's just one aspect of life coaching. You may just decide to be only that. Oh, I just want to coach people one-on-one. But there are other ways to do it also. You could also do group coaching, where you take a group of 5 people or 8 people and you make them go through your program for 6 weeks, live classes and workshops and homeworks and things like that. And you could do that all over Zoom, Google Meet, whatever you like, right? And in those 6 weeks, you've handheld them and you've coached 8 people together and you've solved their problem. Now, what you charge to those 8 people is going to be lesser than what you charge to a one-on-one client, but then you have probably making a bigger impact and collecting more word of mouth reviews and things like that. And also, you get tend to get more people for the group because the program is a little cheaper, more affordable for people. The third thing is you could do workshops, you could do classes where it's not so much personalized attention that you would give to a one-on-one client or to a group of 5 to 8 people, but you're doing workshops. So it's the same things, the same topic, the same problems, the same methods that you have, but you're doing more workshops around that where there are more people. It's cheaper, right? So you're life coaching through workshops, you're life coaching through group coaching, you're coaching through one-on-one coaching. And all of this is just easily possible to do from home. All you need is to be very clear in the subject matter, and you need some really good tools in coaching, which we provide as a part of the Ease Coach certification program. Because you get the Eastern wisdom. So the difference like between the Ease Coach certification program and a lot of the other programs that are there out there is that the Ease program has tools from Eastern wisdom and Western psychology. So in Eastern wisdom, we look at the person holistically. That's and basically whatever methods you get as a part of the East Coast certification program is the same method that I use in my one-on-one coaching with people. What you see me do in the videos, etc., is I'm not able to coach that much because it's like I get a flash a question on my screen and I'm like trying to coach the person over there, etc. So you're not, I do some coaching there, but then the full expanse of my coaching, the full spectrum, the full canvas, all the tools, all the steps, all the intelligence, my case studies. I have like about, I think we have about 8 or 9 case studies that I have discussed in the program that you learn from, and how to apply which tool when. And sometimes you don't have to apply all the tools to all the clients. Certain clients are ready for something, so you give them that. Certain clients are ready for something, you give them that. So you learn the entire basis of the Eastern wisdom from astrology, from Ayurveda, from the energy sciences, even from your ancestral healing and trauma and all of that. But you also learn the psychotherapeutic, rational emotive behavior therapy, cognitive behavior therapy. You also learn emotions and communication. You learn those things. And so once you have this great foundation about these tools, then the next module is all about how do I actually use all of that in coaching the person, right? So how do I help my client achieve the outcomes that you're looking for? Because coaching is very outcome based. It's not that someone keeps my success as a coach is that people need to spend less time with me. They don't have to come to me for years. They really overcome their issue faster, and that's my success as a coach. I am more successful in that they get rid of me faster. I become obsolete in their life. in at least that issue. Then they can come to me for other issues that they have, but in that issue, I'm obsolete. I've given them what they need, and because we do this holistic system of working on the body, the energy, and the mind, people are able to make progress much faster. A lot of case studies on my blog. I think I've shared a lot of stories in my videos that I'm sure all of you have heard about how the transformation works, right from someone who's been sexually abused to some great engineering manager in a top, Amazon, to software developer in the Alexa team in Amazon, to so many different types of people with all kinds of issues, even trauma, even childhood trauma, even sexual abuse, even just issues of all kinds. And they've come, and then within 6 sessions, within 5 sessions, within 12 sessions, they've been able to make the transformation that they're looking for. And it's like years and years of issues. So I was telling you that I would be, Madhulika's story is very interesting, is that she is a therapist herself. And when she joined my program, I was like, you're a therapist for 12 years, and I'm honored that you're joining this program, but you're already a therapist, so what brings you here? And she said, no, I want to learn the Eastern wisdom piece. This is somebody who does a lot of different courses, and she joined this program, and then she actually, she said, it's not like I don't know this knowledge. I've learned so many different things I know, but the way it has been given to in this ease program, I'm finally able to liberate myself from so many different issues that I had for so many different years. And when she worked on that herself, like she's like, I know this stuff, but I never knew how to apply some of this stuff, and I've been able to liberate myself from that stuff, and I'm feeling like amazed, and I'm just so happy that I'm finally done in spite of so many years. I mean, she's done a BA and masters in therapy and things like that, and she said, wow, this is amazing, and I'm just so happy, so free, and I feel so amazed and so great that I can now help so many different other people out there. So the Ease Coach program is unique in a way because it first makes you work on yourself. As I mentioned yesterday, you are your first client, uh, right off the bat. You start the program, day one, you are your client. And you're applying all the tools, all the principles, all the wisdom, everything on yourself. Because when you coached yourself really well, you know the pain of making that transformation. You know, how stuck we are. You know how difficult it is to make the transformation, how much self love, how much compassion, how much this, how much that, all that is needed. You're able to apply those tools, and you're able to extend all of that support to your client as well. So that's what's very important. So we were talking about going back to the main topic, which is can I start a life coaching business at home? So yes, you don't need land and building. You just need some intention. You don't even need a certificate, as I mentioned in the beginning. But yes, you need to be specific in your niche, and you can start coaching. And then we talked about the three different things that you can do, which is you could either be a one-on-one coach, or you could do group coaching, or you could do workshops, or you could do all of them together. My suggestion to all the new coaches out there when they leave the program is to start with workshops, because that helps you have a better grip on yourself, that helps you have a better ability to answer so many different questions that come. You get sharper and sharper, wiser and wiser in your presentation, in your answering of questions, in your understanding of your own subject matter. And then you can extend to group, and then you can extend to one-on-one coaching. Yes. So, and even funnel wise, it's cheaper. It's always better to give out a cheaper program first, which is the workshops. They're cheaper. You could also do them free, and then gradually give them the higher tiered program. So yes, this is how you can start. And then you need some softwares, but not right off the bat. As I was sharing one story with you with Sangeeta ji. But some softwares are needed, and we also give you links to. There's so many softwares out there. I know when I was starting out, and I was researching what to do, when I was just looking at, okay, I need a mail automation software, I need a courses software, and I need a webinar software. And if I buy all of that per month, it's going to cost me $200 to $250. And I'm like, wow, do I want to spend that money right at the beginning, when I'm just starting out and not knowing if I'm going to make it, and how am I going to make it back? But then there are also cheaper varieties available, which are good, because my principle in life is that if you get nice food and a nice bed in a five-star hotel, there's always going to be a very cheap inn somewhere that's going to give you some nice food and a bed to sleep. It may not be luxurious, but it's going to do the job. So that principle applies to everything in life, and that applies to buying software as well for your program. So that's the principle I applied. I went on a 4 month search, and then we found a lot of these different tools that were free, that were in beta, that were things like that. And then I decided to grow along with them. So while they were in beta, I signed up at very cheap prices, and then I was grandfathered to do those prices for my life. But they did the job, and actually, instead of buying four different software subscriptions, I was able to get everything in one. So as I said, if you have a five-star hotel, you also have a cheap inn. They help you do the same thing. They help you sleep and they help you get the food. It's just that the luxury and the bells and whistles are not there in the cheaper one. So that's how I started, and that's how you can also start your practice. You don't have to have a huge number of expenses. You don't even need a website when you're starting out your life coaching business. Let me just keep that clear. And then I was just talking to someone who is becoming a coach, used to be my client also, and now becoming a coach herself. That happens a lot. A lot of people come for coaching and then they switch to the coach certification program, and they are actually one of the best coaches we've had because it like really worked on themselves. I was just talking to her, and she said, "Yeah, before I met you, I was looking at all of these things, and then they tell me that no, you need to buy all of these softwares and treat your business like a baby and all." I said, "But how can you start having expenses even before you have income? I mean, yes, you will have some expenses, but these are like big expenses right in the beginning. It creates a lot of mental pressure. Then, and when you are in mental pressure, you can't be creative. That's another thing. So I never like to be under any kind of mental pressure or any kind of bonding because then it takes away my creativity because of all the stress. So that's how you can start, and there are cheap tools available, if at all, whenever you need them. But WhatsApp is great, Telegram is great to maintain a list and to keep sending them updates. So all you need to do, I know initially when I was starting out, I didn't have any of these tools, but I had WhatsApp, and I was actually manually saving numbers into my phone with like we didn't have all those softwares, and saving those numbers and creating broadcast lists. So there's a difference between groups and broadcast lists. In broadcast lists, you need that the other person needs to have your numbers saved. And I made sure I had a list of 670 people, and I had made sure that I had added each one of them manually, and each one of them had my number saved in their phone. So that whenever I sent out a broadcast for a workshop, they all got it, and I got some signups. So you just need a little bit of WhatsApp, you need or Telegram, one of those things that you can just start. Designing software, flyer designing software. You know what I learned in my life is it doesn't have to be fancy. It I didn't even have like the brand colors figured out for a long time. So a lot of people say, "Oh, you need to have your brand colors fixed. You need to have a logo. You need to have this." I didn't have any of that fixed, and even now I'm still fixing things and I'm still figuring things out. So you don't need any of that, and you have all of these different softwares that can help you design nice flyers. If you don't know how to do that, it's okay. Just make a Word document and just send it to people. The simpler it is, the easier people understand, and the more they know that you got their pain point, the more they're going to come to you. So that's very important. I'm just looking at some comments here. Ragakshi Shukla is one of our students. So Shreya Parikh had a question: can a 22-year-old join a course? And I think Ragakshi is 22 or 21. I forget the age here, but yeah, that's her age group, and she's doing the course, and she's saying yes. Nice to see you, Megakshi, and hope to see you on the weekend. We have 5 calls over the weekend. I think one of them is a webinar. Oh, yeah, tomorrow is the webinar, June 25th, 6 p.m. is also the East Coast School webinar. So all of these videos I'm doing as a part of the promotion for the program. And for those of you who wish to join the webinar tomorrow, you could register here, but please register before 2 p.m. So that we make sure you get the registration link and things like that. If you register after that, it's hard for us to make sure that you got the link on time. So I'm just sharing the link here. All of you can go to it. I think this one doesn't click, so I'm going to put HTTPS East Coast. So we have a webinar tomorrow. And yeah, Mrigakshi, I'm going to see you tomorrow. Then I think at 8 p.m. we have a Thrive call for people, but those are calls for my East family members and the East Coast students, where we also have a call for people in difficult relationships. Then on Sunday morning, I have a gold call for the gold members. Then Sunday evening is when I see all the members again, 6:30 p.m. That's my family meet time with the East members. And then 8:30 on Sunday, I have the coach certification call when I see Mrigakshi again. So yes, Mrigakshi, you can also share whatever your experience is, good or bad, about the program so far on the chat so that other people can make a decision by looking at what you feel about the program. And yes, we have a question from someone, Bishwapriya Pradhan. Haribol, ma'am, can a devotee become a life coach? Well, why not? They're the best life coaches with the understanding of the Gita and things like that. So in the ease, you also uh, the program is based on the concepts of life from the Bhagavad Gita also. So yes, devotees can. Why not? And they can be good life coaches. And okay, Megakshi has a comment there. It's indeed transforming and it's helping her. I know she was into the program for like 2 or 3 weeks, and then I met her in one of the conference calls that we have for the students. And then I asked her like, "Oh, what happened?" I said like, "Oh, it's too much." I said, "What's too much? Is the coursework too much?" She said, "No, I'm just making so many discoveries about life, and that's a little too much right now for me. But it's just giving me a great sense of understanding about life and people, and I'm learning how to absorb all of that, and it's just helping me." Did I say that right, Megakshi? Let me know in the chat if I remember right. I think we met 2 weeks ago. Yes. So, is there any other question? If not, these are some of the important dates we have. Just sharing the dates here. So let me just share screen. It's always easier to share the screen and go from there. Yeah. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah. So these are some of the important dates, which is June 25th. Tomorrow, 6 p.m. is a webinar with me. You have the registration link on the screen. June 26th, 9 p.m. is when the fast action bonus that I talked about, the niche discussion group coaching call for new students expires because the riches are in the niches. For those people who are attracted to the riches, July 2nd is the last date for registration. So people who register from July 27th to July 2nd, the registration is still open for the program, but it's just that you won't get that fast action bonus group call with me. And July 3rd is when we start the new batch. You start getting your enrollment pieces. You get a welcome call from us, me and my team, and we welcome you inside. We inform you about things, and we just do whatever we can to take care of you. So yes, for those of you who are looking to join, I think look for that. A lot of people have a question for me. When is the next batch opening? I don't know yet because I have to plan a lot of other things. Other projects are going on, and I don't know when I'm going to open the program again. So I don't have a date yet. We also expect that those people who are trying to join the program are self-driven in their learning. They're able to learn on their own. Their basic tech skills are being able to, because the entire course is on a course portal, so you should be able to log in, log out, and things like that. We also have an app, so basic app using skills are needed. An attitude of compassion, empathy, integrity, honesty is very important, because those are the type of coaches I'm trying to create while I'm here to serve you in your journey of your dream, your aspiration of wanting to go and serve others. It is also my aspiration that through you, this model can go and be used and help to so many other people. So I'm really looking for people with this kind of an attitude of service, reasonable mental health fitness. If you're too depressed, too anxious, you have insomnia, you have, you know, life is tough for some of us, then probably you want to join this program after you worked on yourself in depth. While this program does give you massive transformation, it's not focused for your massive transformation only, because you're learning a lot of coaching skills here. So then for those people, I recommend that you join the Ease Self Mastery Academy, either the silver or the gold tiers, and do the transformatory modules there, like truly work on yourself, and then you can make the switch. And when you make the switch here, then we also give you some credit. So things like that. Looking forward to seeing you inside. I think what's missing is sharing this payment link, the fees. So it's 2,000 US dollars for those of you making payment in dollars. And for those of you who are giving, for those of you paying in rupees, it's 1,75,830, because in India we need to charge you, so that includes the 18% GST. So we have the link here, and looking forward to seeing you inside. Unless there are further questions, Reja Venu, can you give me an introduction about what? About this project? A little late, Reja. So what you can do, Reja, is you can watch this video, because the same video will be available at after I conclude. So it'll be there at the same link wherever you're watching it from. And I've also shared some links here, so you can. I just shared a link here right below your comment, Reja. So you can go there and you can scroll, and you can work. You can see the entire page, and also register at this link. So tomorrow we have a webinar, Reja, and you can attend that and know more about this. Okay, Tushta Krishna wants to know about details. Tushta Krishna and Reja, I guess the answer is same for both of you. I have to close this webinar now, in this live now. Tomorrow is a webinar, June 25th, 6 p.m. So register at this link that I have shared with you, bit.ly is coach. And then once you register there, you get access to an orientation. Oh yeah, I forgot to share about that. Once you register there, you get access to an orientation program, like a recorded orientation program that you could go to, and you could where are we? Where are we? Yeah. So let me just preview here. So yeah, sorry, that was the back end of the course. But once you register on that link, for those of you who just joined, you get access to the previous webinar recordings that you can see here. You get access to this mini course, right? So you get access to the previous webinar. Why is this not scrolling? Just a moment. Yeah, you get access to the previous webinar recordings, which we did on 11 June and March 13. Today's recording will also go there, but it's also there on all the social media that you're watching in. And then we have the introduction to life coaching, details about what is life coaching. Are you qualified to be a coach? Then what are the details about the East Coast certification program? How much time? Oh yeah, 6 months program. You submit your assignments in the first 5 months. You need to submit all your assignments. And we have two group coaching calls with me every month. We have a dedicated community where you can ask questions. And then we've also added some bonus calls, which are some course learning support calls twice a month. So you can get on those calls to ask your questions in the community, ask your questions in the calls with me. And then we have a lot of bonuses that we keep giving to all our East family members, and all those are applicable to those people who join this program as well. The beauty of this program is that the course material stays with you for life. The online course material stays with you for life. Nobody does that, but we do that because we know that you will keep needing to refer all of that as you continue your coaching practice, and then we have that. And yeah, things like that. So those of you who want can join the webinar by registering at that link that I've just shared with you. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. And oh, Magakshi is putting in some nice comments here. Perfect, perfect, perfect. It's been the best decision ever that I made for myself. The tools provided by ma'am are excellent. I've been a trauma survivor, and here I am within 4 weeks. Wow, Mrigakshi, thank you. Nice to hear about your journey and the transformation you're making. Mrigakshi can already see the results on herself. She's already, from day one, she is her first client. And this is a complete package. No matter where we are stuck, all the answers and solutions are here. Thank you. Healing transformation is guaranteed. Community and ma'am are very supportive. So yes, when you join the community, of course, it's my honest, my service to you to help you achieve your dream. And then we also have students. So when you join the program and you're part of the community, Mrigakshi is going to be a senior. She's already been there for 2 months. And when you post questions over there, Mrigakshi and those people, there are some who are from January who are completing now, and so on, are also there, and they help you with answering a lot of your questions. So yes, so let's do that. Bishwapriya has a question. Thank you, Regakshi. Thank you so much for your very kind review. I didn't know you. That's how the program landed for you, but nice to hear that. Bishwapriya Pradhan, we learned that don't focus on material things, only do bhakti. So after becoming a coach, you basically help how to teach people about material things. Well, you define what type of coach you want to become. So if you want to help people grow in their spirituality, then you become a spirituality coach. But we have to understand one thing, that while we are in this material world, we can't wish away the material body. And people have a lot of different difficulties, a lot of trouble, a lot of stresses, because of which, and when they overcome those difficulties and stresses, they're able to focus better on bhakti. Think of life coaching also as serving yourself and serving others in the process of anartha nivritti. We know that we want to overcome our own anarthas, but we don't have a stepwise process for that. But when we are able to develop using these tools of life coaching, a lot of inner transformation happens, a lot of giving up of a lot of attachments, ways of thinking, irrational ways of thinking that don't serve us. So we are able to serve people and growing in that. So and while you are in this material world, you're not out of this material world. You can't wish away your body. You can't wish away the needs for money and shelter and protection and family and things like that. And then when there's trouble in people's lives in those areas, it becomes very difficult for them. So we need to be practical. We need to integrate spirituality in our daily life, and we have to help people integrate spirituality in their daily life, rather than trying to make spirituality a separate program. And then what do you do with all of this, this life that you have to live it. So how to help them integrate spirituality in each aspect of their life while taking care of themselves, keeping themselves safe, and keeping their families safe, keeping themselves emotionally healed and whole, and so that they can grow. And I can say a lot of things, Bishwapriya, but I think you will come to these realizations yourself, and that's when you may feel you may understand the need for this. So right now, what I'm saying, maybe, unless you experience it, it's not going to land for you. So, having said that, let's close our thing here. So, for those of you looking, last date tomorrow is the webinar, June 25th, 6 p.m. June 26th, 9 p.m. is the last, time until when you can get the fast action bonus of knowing your niche. Registration is open to July 2nd, but you don't get the fast action bonus after June 26th. So, seeing you inside, and thank you so much. Thank you, all of you, for being here. And I look forward to serving you in your journey. Bye bye.